Hello YouTube, it's Ben here with the 60-gallon African cichlid tank, just giving you an update. I've added a little green plant here, courtesy of our friends in China. And I want to just talk today about some colors that are starting to show up. And of course, for all of us who have cichlids, when colors start to show up, it's a little bit like Christmas, right? So I have a couple in particular. This fellow right here, if you can see him, is starting to get some color, and that is a little tangerine tiger. If I can get him to get out of the glare. There he goes. And he's got some nice colors showing up on the anal fins, and his dorsal's got some nice little colors. And of course, it's still nowhere near where he's going to end up eventually. But I predict he's going to be quite a good looking fish once he really colors up. The other one that's starting to show a tremendous amount of promise is this fellow right here. I don't want to butcher his name. It's Ethene, and you can see the blue that's coming in on his body. And again, look at the anal fin there, the egg spots. It's looking really good. And I'm really looking forward to watching him color up. Some of the colors he has already are pretty spectacular. And picked him up from Ames Altitude Aquatics in Colorado Springs, Amy Temple. Check her out on Facebook. And also I'm seeing some coloration on a little bit of color on this fellow right here. And I know he's a long ways from being colored up, but still I can see some promise on this insignis right there. I see some color showing up along the edges of the fins, which tell me that we're headed for some good coloration. I think this albino has a little bit of maybe a little bit of dragon blood for two reasons. One is the coloration, of course, but the other thing is the attitude. I've heard from people that have dragon bloods they can be testy, and this one is testy. Likes to chase other fish around. The other fish continue to thrive. They're all doing well. I'm continuing to run the two Sun 302s, and with the Biohome Ultimate, I'm getting a zero my nitrates. The Bicolor 500, as you can see, has become pretty comfortable and has colored up very, very nicely. Again, that's another fish I picked up from Ames Altitude Aquatics, Amy Temple, Ames Altitude Aquatics on Facebook. This Bicolor 500 came in already adult and colored up at a very good price. And as he's become more acclimated to the tank, his colors have started to become more prominent. So that's it. Just want to give you a little update on how things are coloring up. I have a little Rusty here. Spends his time hiding in the rocks. Seems to be in tear most of the time. The Fusco is also starting to show some nice colors. He's very much a baby, but if you can see his markings and his coloration, you can see he holds a lot of promise. He's also a ham. He likes to pose for me when I take pictures. Unlike the other fish, which are next to impossible photograph. Like the Malawi trout, I've taken 50 pictures of my baby Malawi trout, and always seems to be darting around. There he is. Doesn't seem to really hold still. The other one that's next to impossible is the Bucanono. Always darting around, which I guess is a good sign. Nice healthy fish. There we go. A little off his game today. Oh, there he goes. The ones that have colored up already, of course, continue to be exceptional. The electric blue, beautiful fish. Picked him up at a big box store for just a few bucks. Came home with a little bit of a sunken belly. It's looking good. It's a tangerine tiger staring me right in the eye. I have a German red there in the back. You can see. Here he comes. Being chased around by the OB. So that's it. Just want to keep a little update. I've dropped the heater so that the heater is now horizontal near the back. That saves me the nuisance of having to take it off the wall and drop it a little bit during water changes. And there's the OB, looking good as usual. Good looking fish. One of my first cichlids. And I was offering these, offering the babunas on Craigslist, and didn't get any real bites or offers, and so I've kind of changed my mind. They've been behaving. They're acting a little bit nippy, but that seems to have passed. Here's the Fusco. It's a baby Fusco. A lot of blue. It's got a lot of blue in him. Really like that guy. Of course, there's the trout, the Fusco and the trout. Of course, the reasons why I'll have to get a bigger tank. No way around it. There's a yellowtail. Great fish. Love this guy. Very peaceful as far as mabunas go. All right, so that's it for now. Things are coloring up. Everyone's looking good. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you folks visiting and taking a look at my tank and making comments. And I do read your comments, as you know, and I do respond when I can. And anything you say, any comments, suggestions, I do take to heart. So, all right, that's all for now. Thank you, and enjoy the hobby.